This math summary focuses on place value of digits and expanded notation. Whenever we're looking at numbers of any size, we need to be really aware of place value. Place value means where we place a number gives it its value or worth. So we can place the same digit in several different positions. It's going to change how much it's worth. It's going to affect how we say it, and it's going to impact on how we write that number down. Let's have a look at what I mean, starting with our number houses. I like to call the number houses how we group our numbers, and that's useful for us to remember how we write our numbers and read our numbers. First, we have the hundreds house, and there's always 3 numbers maximum in any number house. So we've got the single ones, the tens of ones, and the hundreds of ones. Ones, tens, and hundreds. Then in the next house, which is the thousands house, we have the same repeated pattern. We have the single thousands, the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands. Every single time it's single, tens, hundreds. It repeats and repeats and repeats that pattern. Now, how we say the number is going to be based on where it's standing. For example, is it in the tens position or is it in the tens of thousands position? It's going to impact how we say and write it down. Let's look at 3-digit numbers to start. 3-digit numbers have hundreds, tens and ones, and we group them together and stand them together and say 321. 321 is a 3-digit number. Let's add an extra digit and make it a 4-digit number. Well, that's when we've got, for example, 4,000 and 321. I've grabbed one of my thousands numbers and actually placed it with my hundreds house numbers. So now I've got 4 numbers that stand together. Now that's important to remember that when we have a 4-digit number, they actually do stand together. We put the 4,000 with the 300 with the 20 and the 1, and it makes 4,321. It's not till we get to our 5-digit numbers or bigger that we actually separate the thousands and leave a small gap, which is a great opportunity for us to say the word thousands, because we've finished with the thousands now, we're moving on to the hundreds. So we could have 5 tens of thousands from here, 50,000, with 4 of our single thousands. 50,000 and 4,000 is 54,000, and we say that together before we move on to the hundreds, tens and ones. 321. Now you can see I've written them together. The 54,000, a space, 321.
It's pretty amazing what 5 minutes can do, right? And this is just one concept. There are over 200 more just like it on the My5 website. The link's below. Now let's finish this lesson.
Every time we expand our numbers like this, it's called expanded notation, which basically means to stretch our numbers out and show their place value. I can see the 3 is 300. I can see the 4 is 4,000. I can see the 2 is 2 tens. I can see the 5 is 5 tens of thousands or 50,000. So we expand our numbers, show the place value, pull them apart. Well, when we put them back together again, we're going to be able to practice 3, 4, 5-digit numbers and know that where we place a number gives it its value or worth. For example, what's the place value? How much is the 7 worth? We're looking at the 7 changing position. Now, when it changes its position, it changes its value. When it's in this position, we say 307. Well, 7 is just worth 7 ones. It's the smallest place value position. If I move that 7 now and it's here, I'd say 476. 70 represents 7 tens. It's changed how much it's worth because it's changed its position. 792. Well, now it's in the hundreds position and now it's worth 7 lots of 100. 7,308, it's now moved position to the thousands. We've got 7 lots of 1,000. Or 75,015, it's in the large position of tens of thousands. 70,000. Same digit every single time. The 7 changed its place value. It changed its place it changed how much it was worth. Even when we have mixed up expanded notation, we've pulled a number apart, but all of my place value are not in their position. We need to look for and use our knowledge of place value to help put this number back together. So we look for the largest place value first, which is 70,000, and that goes first. 5,000 goes with it, and we say 75,000 and leave a small gap before we look for the 8 for 800, 4 tens for 40, and 2 more, 842. So use place value and use expanded notation to help you understand that where you place a number gives it its value or worth.